Before you hire any realtor to sell your aging parents' home, I want you to hear this story. Last year, a family in Fremont hired a regular realtor, someone great at selling beautifully lighted homes, but with zero experience in senior transitions. She advised the family to spend $65,000 on updates, new flooring, new kitchen appliances, interior paint, bathroom refresh. But here's the problem. The family didn't have time for a remodel. Their mom was already approved for assisted living in Santa Clara County and needed to move within weeks. And when they finally listed the home, the buyer tore everything out anyway. The family wasted time, money, and delayed their mom's move by 3 months. When they found me afterward, the daughter said something I'll never forget. I didn't know there were realtors who actually specialize in senior transitions. If I knew, I would have called you first. And that's exactly why this episode exists. Hi, I'm Dale Corpus, a senior transition specialist and real estate expert based in the San Francisco Bay Area. This is another episode of Sandwich Generation Solutions, powered by the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast, where I help families navigate senior care, real estate, downsizing, the emotional journey of moving aging parents into a new chapter. Today, we're talking about something families don't realize until it's too late. Not all realtors are the same. And selling a senior's home is completely different than selling a typical home. Let's break it down. Why selling a senior's home is not a typical real estate transaction. Most realtors focus on staging, photography, open houses, bidding wars, maximizing aesthetics. That's great for the general market, but selling a senior's home involves much more, such as timelines tied to medical care, emotional resistance from the parent, safety concerns, family disagreements, legal situations like trusts, POAs, fiduciaries, downsizing and estate liquidation, memory care or assisted living placements, Bay Area specific senior housing costs and planning, as is or off market options. Regular realtors aren't trained for this. Now, let's talk about what an SRES realtor understands that others don't. SRES stands for Seniors Real Estate Specialist, a national certification. It means the agent understands aging in place options, the emotional impact of downsizing, senior housing, such as assisted living, independent living, memory care, and skilled nursing facilities, safety considerations involving the right family decision makers, trusts, estates, probate basics, how to price older homes realistically, and avoiding unnecessary renovations. But even with SRES, most agents still only understand the real estate part, not the senior care ecosystem. That's where the RCFE background becomes a game changer. Let me explain how an RCFE administrator certificate changes everything. RCFE stands for Residential Care Facility for the Elderly, the same training California requires for administrators of assisted living and memory care communities. Most realtors don't have this. In fact, almost none do. Here's what RCFE gives me that regular agents can't offer. I understand care plans, ADLs, cognitive decline, fall risks. I know how senior living communities operate. I speak the same language as placement agents, nurses, and care managers. I understand timelines based on medical needs. I help families coordinate the care side and the home sale side. I can evaluate whether staying home is safe or not. I can spot red flags that others miss. This makes the real estate strategy smarter, faster, and safer. Let me tell you a story about a family who almost lost a placement because of bad advice. A daughter in San Mateo had found the perfect assisted living community for her dad, a small RCFE in San Bruno with a room available for only 3 weeks. Their realtor told them, let's fully remodel and list you in spring, you'll get a higher price. But here's what the realtor didn't understand. The dad needed to move ASAP for safety. Assisted living rooms don't stay available long. The timeline didn't allow for construction. The cost of care, $8,000 a month, would eat their savings while they waited. When they called me for a second opinion, I immediately advised a different strategy. Sell as is, off-market buyer, close in 10 days, free rent back so dad could move without stress. The plan worked. They got the placement, avoided renovation costs, and reduced months of stress. This is why specialization matters. So what do you get with a senior transition specialist that regular realtors can't offer? Number one, understanding care needs, which can adjust the home sales strategy. Medical deadline means a faster timeline. Memory care is a totally different strategy. Hospital discharge requires immediate action. Two, downsizing guidance. What to keep, what to donate, what to sell, all coordinated. Three, estate liquidation and vendors. Junk removal, move managers, cleaners, organizers, haul away, contractors, auction teams. Four, as is and off-market options. Families often need cash buyers, no repairs, no showings, quick closings, flexible timelines. Regular realtors don't offer these pathways. Five, coordination with care managers, placement agents, fiduciaries, elder law attorneys, home care agencies, and hospice teams. This is the real ecosystem, not just curb appeal and open houses. Senior transitions aren't just logistical. They're emotional. They're heavy. They're layered. Seniors feel fear, loss of independence, embarrassment about home condition, anxiety about the future, reluctance to spend money, guilt about burdening their kids. Regular realtors aren't trained to navigate these dynamics. As an SRES realtor plus an RCFE specialist, I focus on dignity, safety, letting the parent feel in control, making decisions with them, not for them, reducing fear. This compassion-driven approach changes everything. So how to choose the right realtor for a senior's transition? Here are the questions families must ask. 1, do you specialize in senior transitions? 2, do you understand assisted living, memory care, and care needs? 3, do you know how to work with adult children and fiduciaries? 4, do you offer as-is or off-market options? 5, do you understand Bay Area senior living costs? 6, what's your experience with downsizing and estate cleanouts? 7, do you coordinate with care managers or placement agents? 8, do you have an RCFE certification or senior care training? If the answers are no, keep looking. Let's recap what we just covered. Selling a senior's home isn't a typical transaction. It requires real estate expertise, senior care knowledge, emotional support, planning, vendors, timeline awareness, safety awareness, and family communication. And most realtors simply aren't trained for this. This has been another episode of Sandwich Generation Solutions, powered by the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast. If your loved one is considering senior living and you need to figure out what to do with their home, let's talk. Schedule a free consultation and learn more about my services at www.simplifyseniortransitions.com. Have a quick question, DM me on Instagram at soldbydale. And don't forget, you can watch the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast on YouTube or listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I'm Dale Corpus, and I'll see you on the next episode.